Should
So-
there?
Now there is. Oh wait, but no, but that's us. I hear us.
Hello.
Yeah, now I hear us.
Hi.
Oh yeah.
That makes sense. So you could hear us, but you can't hear John. So welcome to my
Whoa.
stream. Interesting.
Oh, okay.
It's really funny hearing our own voices reacting to something you said that they can't hear.
Oh.
Oh. Oh. Hey, what's up?
Who's that Pokemon?
Yeah, I just need 1 second.
Who's that Pokemon? Who's that Pokemon? Who's that Pokemon?
Alright, there we go. I have no brightness. No brightness.
Hey Google, set the lights to 100%.
It's better.
Gamer Girl Purple.
I'm pink. It's fine. Yeah.
Who's that Pokemon?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
There we go. I think they can hear me now. All right, we are live. Hello, hello, everybody. Can you hear me? Can you hear friends? Everyone just say a
Hello.
little something. Make sure they're
What's going
we're
on?
audible here. Mystery Man strikes once more. Oh, Hero Pon, hello. Starry, Anna, hello, everybody. How is it going? We are here for the shit. I was trying to hype it up and then I forgot what we're here for.
All right, thanks for coming,
And
everyone.
thanks for coming. That's it. Oh my god, that's so funny. Well, welcome to the stream, everyone. We are here for the Jungle Grooves listening party. I am here with my band, Elementality. We have most of the band here, and there's still a couple more that are coming a little later. But we've got, I guess from top left, we've got Brandon
Hi.
over there.
I play guitar.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. You can tell them. What do you do in the band?
Oh yeah, I play guitar and other things that have strings on them.
Like.
On this album, mandolin, and that's about it.
That's true. That's true. Up next with the gamer girl purple in the background, as I heard earlier, we've got Dan,
Yo,
also
I
known
play,
as Deckles as well.
I play alto and tenor on the album as well as vocals for DK Rap.
Nice. And do you have Gabby with you there too, or is she joining?
Yeah,
later,
Gabby's
or
here.
Joining? Okay. Does Gabby want to introduce herself at all too, or she doesn't have to?
No, I think she's okay.
Okay, that's fine. Well, we do have Gabby there in the background. She plays flute on the EP as well. Hi, Brandon. Hi, Deckles. I guess I'm next. Hi, I'm John. I assume most of you know who I am, but what do? I play alto. I play tenor. No, I don't play tenor. You play tenor. Dan. I'm just repeating you what you're saying. I play alto, and I play soprano saxophone. That's what I. That's what
Also
I
a
play.
B-flat instrument.
Yeah, that is true. I also sing a little bit on the EP. Actually, most of us sing on the EP on one track that you'll hear later. And is that it? Just saxophones and vocals? Yeah, I think so. You think I'd know this, but
yeah, no piano on this one, right?
no piano, no ukulele, no guitar.
John plays everything, and I think you guys know that.
Not
The
everything.
the piano
but-
just below all of our heads is indicative of.
That's true. Well, on the bottom left here, we have Travis.
Hello, I am Travis Salem. You might see me online as Travis Salem VGM and other type beat. On this EP, I play vibraphone and drum set as well.
Very nice.
Oh, yeah.
And Travis also sings a little bit on this as well.
True.
And then on the bottom right here, we have Vin.
What up? What up? I'm Vin. I play the bass guitar as well as the contrabass on this EP, and I sing. I'm one of the singers.
Hell yeah.
Tell the normies what a contrabass is.
All right. Well, you know what a cello is? You know, think of that, but bigger, and you
Play the-
stand, and the entire time playing it.
It's the stand-up bass.
Yeah.
Play the cello wrong, and you're almost there.
Right. Do you ever get to
Okay,
sit?
Google, what is a cello?
Oh my god. Do you ever get to sit when you play contrabass? Is it always standing?
I think I played while sitting once because, like, one of the venues that we played at had, like, a stool, and that's
Stool,
really,
yeah.
like, the only time I can ever sit and play the contrabass. is
Yeah,
with, like,
yeah.
a stool if it's high enough, too.
Yes. Yes, and that's kind of not a standard thing, but it is a known thing. I've seen
Yeah.
other bassists do that as well.
Yeah.
Do you ever get tired from standing a lot while you're playing?
You ever get tired?
Oh.
Period.
You
Oh,
ever
yeah.
get tired?
Do you ever get tired? Pause.
Bro, do you even tired?
Do you even tired?
Do you even sleep, bro?
Dude, what is napping?
Yes.
Oh
Yeah,
my
sometimes when it's like break time during like our rehearsals, I just sit down like the entire break. That's
god. Yeah, that makes sense. One other cool fact before we fully get into this is that all five of us here arranged a different part of the EP. So part of the whole project was actually, Dan, you're more familiar with Game Grooves. Would you be able to explain what Game Grooves is like about?
Yeah, so Game Grooves is kind of a record label, and Travis, you can also probably speak a little better to this, but Game Grooves is a record label for video game music covers. They do a bunch of albums each year. I was actually on their Persona Lounge album that came out a couple of weeks ago. But yeah, I don't think it's every year, but maybe every other year they do a album or like an EP challenge. So it's just make a 5-track album within the span of the year, and every track has to be arranged by someone different.
Yeah,
Which was cool.
that was a really
That I
interesting
didn't know,
part of it.
actually.
Yeah, that was part of the rules. I was on a Pokemon album, Gabby and I were on, and every person in the album, even if, well, we have the luxury of all knowing each other in person, but everyone who wanted to be part of the Pokemon album had to arrange separately and then add their track to the album.
Right. And that really made it so interesting because, especially because I know this style of music that we do is a little bit like maybe foreign to a couple of you, or maybe like you don't necessarily write in sort of like the jungle rock, jungle jazz style. So it was a really interesting process to like try to portray like, all right, this is the vibe I'm going for. But you all nailed it. You all did perfect by the end of it. So.
And it was also interesting because, you know, elements are the skeleton of this band.
Yes.
And it's like, oh, well, we have a different element, so not only is each one stylistically going to be different, but each one is arranged by a different person with a different element in mind.
Yep. So the elements that we have on here are fire, water, air, earth, and nature. Not necessarily in that order. I think I tried to do an order and then I swapped two of them. But I guess we can at least say the track names, and then we'll just go more into depth for each one.
Well,
why
don't we go?
You want to
each? Let's introduce each track.
Okay.
Maybe say a little bit about who arranged, like what it's from, who arranged it, and then, Brandon, I saw that, and then, whoever arranged it will talk about it after the fact.
Yeah, definitely. Do we want to spoil all the names of the tracks now, or do we want to just wait one by one?
Let's go one by one.
One by one? Okay.
Those of you who didn't catch the premiere earlier today, we're gonna tease you a little bit.
Yeah, I like that. Actually,
as you can see from the red behind me, we're gonna start with a little bit of a fire track.
Yeah.
This one is arranged by me. This is gonna be from the 2015 modern classic by Toby Fox. This is going to be Another Medium, our fire song from Undertale.
There it is. And right before we get into this, just to let you guys know that all the shenanigan stuff is turned off, so you can't redeem critical hits. We're trying to keep the craziness to a bit of a minimum here. You can still do bits, but the sound alerts won't come through. So if you want to go for shiny Pokemon Twitch, you're welcome to do that. But if you get a shiny Pokemon, clip it, because I won't believe you.
John is going to make sure that he refunds your channel points if you spend them.
That's to be decided, I guess. But
and there's an ad in 30 seconds, so I guess this.
Oh,
I guess,
yeah.
I guess Another Medium's
Is there
behind the paywall.
Is there actually an ad?
let's actually hold off then. Let's wait for the ad to pass through, and then we'll start the song.
Okay.
How can I do
well,
that?
hello there, subscribers. It's good to see you.
I'll just give the preface that if you like video games in any capacity, or not, if you like music in any capacity, there's going to be something here for you. So I think we kind of cast a wide net over even though we kind of have our genre that we fit stuff into, everything is pretty distinct from each other. So looking forward to seeing what you guys think.
Yeah, absolutely. And what you guys are about to see will be an image of the score of each piece on screen, which is going to be really, really cool. So you get to see the arrangement in real time as it's going. Yeah, you want to explain that real quick before we hop in?
Yeah, so this is inspired. Shout out to the Game Brass, and especially to Thomas Kresge, their producer and lead arranger. I got the idea from them to have like the score displayed on the screen and scrolling along as the song plays. So if you want, you can follow along. If you know how to read the music notation, you can kind of follow along where we're at on the recording. And yeah, once again, shout outs to those folks. Shout out to Thomas for showing me how it's really done with sheet music notation, because
I'll be right back.
I'm a lot more proud of what I'm putting out these days in terms of written out scores and things like that.
Awesome.
Hell yeah! I'm actually glad Goku got out of the way, so we can actually move on now. Goku lets me know when Twitch chat gets sent to ad hell. So he won't show up for another hour. So we have an hour to speed through this.
Nice.
Yes.
No, not necessarily.
I have a quick treat for people who were patient. One sec. Hold on. One sec.
Uh-oh.
Hold on.
That's
the boy again.
That's Schwatty.
Schwatty.
We got Biscuit.
Biscuit.
Oh.
Biscuit?
Oh, wait, hold on.
Wait, I don't see Biscuit.
You will.
Yeah.
Biscuit.
All right, chat. What element does Biscuit belong to?
Smoke.
Smoke.
Could I get a hashtag catface in the chat, please? Do it for me. Do it for me, chat, please. Give me hashtag catface in the chat, please. Just do it.
Anna with the Air Clan symbol in there. Very nice.
Right,
little cat reveal.
There's more where that came from if you guys hang around.
Aha.
Are you blackmailing chat with cats?
Yep.
I think enough stalling. I think we've been teasing this enough.
Yes.
Let's do it.
All right, here is another medium from Undertale. Enjoy, guys. All right, and that was another medium from Undertale.
Hey.
Alrighty. So, uh-oh.
Oh, what happened?
Hang on. I was hearing myself. I was hearing you twice. I forgot to mute you on the stream.
Oh, no worries.
My bad. All right. So, this is my baby.
Yes, Travis
This was
arranged
one of
this.
the one of the first tunes that we started to, or at least in my from my perspective, what we started going into with getting this EP off the ground. I'll be honest, as much as John says we nailed it as far as what he wanted, I had no idea how to produce what John would have wanted for something like this. But I figured like hand percussion was the way to go.
Mhm.
But we had a long conversation about what it means for like what our genre is gonna be, like jungle jazz, jungle rock, elemental
Yeah.
type music. Well, ultimately, what it came to was that music that is transformative in a big way, but is still like recognizable as its original tune.
Mhm.
And basically, what I went with for this one was, what if we took another medium, which is already very notey and very modal in a way. What if we made that 5/4? Somehow it worked, and then decided to stick with that, and then as the song goes on, you hear a bunch of different metric modulations where, so it's at this tempo, do 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 do, where that dotted eighth, those of you who know music theory, that dotted eighth becomes the new eighth note.
Yeah, that was tricky.
That was
Yeah.
tricky.
I love that you did the
We made it work.
5/4
I
in
love it.
general. That was such a cool
Very good.
cool choice.
And then I had to put it back. So I had to set the eighth note up and then send it back to the dotted eighth to put it back in the fast tempo before. Originally, this was going to be like 10 clicks faster. No, it was not. Especially, and someone who's not here in the call right now, they may be joining us later. Our hand percussionist, Erica, who is also kind of trained in keyboard percussion, basically what I do. They looked at me and were just like, "Why did you do this to yourself?" And I'm just like, "I don't know."
We're
yeah, this took-
musicians. That's
Yes.
what we do.
So this takes a lot of inspiration,
Yep.
this transformative nature and all the vibraphone notes. Another shout out, giving shout out to Disco Cactus, the band Disco Cactus, their vibraphone player Doug Perry, as well as one of their arrangers who does probably the more heady of their stuff, Ben Wallace. Shout outs to them, but a lot of that kind of style of playing and arranging was more or less inspired by that. What am I saying? By that
They're
style, like that
Like that
style. Yeah,
style.
that arrangement
Yeah.
style. Yeah. So that's what we ended up with, and that is the fire portion of the EP.
Hell yeah.
I gotta check that out. What bands were those again? I'm sorry.
So that is Disco Cactus.
Disco Cactus. All
Disco
I haven't
Cactus,
actually like
all
listened
one
to
word.
them. I know you mentioned
no.
them a lot.
They're good.
I've definitely heard the name. Yeah.
Yeah,
This,
they're pretty well known in the VGM.
nice.
Pretty well known in the VGM scene.
Yeah, no, this
Yeah.
arrangement was a lot of fun to
Yep.
record and a lot of fun to like figure out. Trying
You
to
wanna know
understand
something
that metric
else?
Modulation. Oh man.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You
Once
want to
we
know
got it, it
something
was
else?
natural.
So
Yeah.
yes, absolutely. I don't know if we mentioned it before, but Brandon was the one who more or less took the lead. I think you did some of the mixing, but all the mastering. Is that correct?
Right.
Brandon?
I mixed this one, and two of the other tracks on the EP. Dan mixed two of the tracks also, and then
So-
I did the mastering.
So Brandon posts in our Discord server how proud of himself he is for that one section as you're kind of getting toward the end where it goes like bop 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 ba da bop ba da bop
Oh
ba da, where it's all
God,
like
that
in
part
rhythmic
was
unison throughout the
crazy.
whole ensemble.
That was
That was inspired, of all things, that was inspired by a clowncore song.
oh my
You
god.
mentioned that.
Seriously.
That's right.
Yes.
I forgot
Like,
about that.
When I heard like your arrangement of this, I was like, I need to re-listen to the original because I don't remember any of this.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, this-
and I was like, oh no, this is Travis just going off. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah, this it's just Travis being Travis. You know,
Yeah,
nothing usual here. Nothing
It's very
unusual.
cool.
I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
Move
It was-
along. Have fun.
It wasn't easy to execute, but I'm sure so glad we did it.
Yes. I'm sorry, but also thank you.
I mean, if I want to be brutally honest here, there were parts that I couldn't necessarily do in one take. We definitely spliced some parts up a little bit.
Oh, yeah,
When we do
no
it live,
worries.
no one's gonna know.
Same.
No one's gonna know.
Yeah. Especially if we just do a wall of noise, it'll be intentional.
Yeah, especially if we don't mention it.
That's
Yes,
true.
correct.
If we don't mention it, then nobody would know.
Exactly.
But it's especially that little lick at the very end, the second to last measure, where it's like.
Oh yes. Oh,
I did not do
was-
that in one take, but I want to be able
No,
to
neither
do
did
that
I.
in one take someday.
Neither did I.
Since we're peeking behind the curtain on that,
Yeah.
For anyone, you know, I mean, even if you are a musician, if you aren't like a recording musician, recording is a completely like studio work is a completely different thing than live.
It really
performing.
is.
So something that like is perfectly fine in a live situation is like, oh man, I'm really, you know, tearing this apart in the studio. So it is totally valid to need to like say, okay, I'm gonna just do parts of this at a time. And what we actually did for that one, John, I know John knows this because he did it. And this is something that we've used. This is a trick we've used a lot, John and I.
Yeah.
Because we're in a band together called the Schwam. That's where that name comes from. We, for that part, so it's. What we do is we do one phrase at a time, and the first note of the next phrase, and that's how we tie it together cleanly. So you know. And that,
Yeah, absolutely. And it kind of helps, like you said, bridge the all the different parts together. There is no discount code. Do not listen to what.
Don't read the chat.
he never said
I
discount for
have
what.
to. True. That's true. That's fair. Actually, if you do
Discount.
put in the Schwam for the Vibes earplugs, I
Vibes
think that
earplugs.
the
Yes.
stream is not
Speaking of
sponsored by
vibes.
Vibes.
Speaking of vibes,
Oh my
Cough.
god. Oh my god, that's so funny. Well, there you go.
Man.
If you want a pair of earplugs at a discount, and actually really, really good earplugs too, you can get. I was not expecting a sponsored portion of this stream, but
I think it's just Schwam.
Legally,
it's just Schwam.
Elementality is not sponsored by Five Year Clubs.
yes,
Yeah. 20% off.
but Schwam is.
Yeah.
Schwam is.
Schwam
That's
is
a
not
different band
Elementality.
entirely.
Yes.
That's a different band entirely. Nobody asked. Sorry. Hi.
But to kind of go back into the idea of like the style and everything, I initially told everyone as sort of like the base of like how to arrange and like for the style we're going for is like just take a Donkey Kong song, but in a different game. So it's like imagine Undertale, but you're in the jungle in Donkey Kong. How would it sound? And then it kind of just went from there, and everyone kind of did their own perspective or interpretation of that kind of, I would say.
Yeah, that was the tricky part, was trying to fit that vibe. Like, you know, we've all heard the music that you know you, John, have made on your own that, you know, fits that style.
Yeah.
But it's a whole different thing to be like, okay, now I need to write for that style.
Right.
And personally, I had never done that before. And arguably, I did not match that style to a T. But I think overall, and honestly, even the same, like, another medium, it's not that, like, you know, super tribal feel, but it has the vibe. It has, like,
Yeah, totally.
It has the emotion. It has, like, the feeling of it, where everything, even though all the tracks on the CP are very different from each other, they mesh well together.
It's basically a combination of like trying to stay somewhat true to the song that we're covering while adding the jungle vibe to it, but still adding like rock and jazz elements all in there as well. So it's a very like complex kind of puzzle to put together when we're trying to cover songs. And but I think we have a good idea of what we're doing now, especially after these five.
Also, while arranging for a set of instruments that I've never seen in a single band on their own before, having you know, the traditional rock instruments, guitar, drums, you know, bass, and then adding saxes. All right, that's still in my comfort zone.
Sure.
Adding vibes, adding percussion. I'm like, okay. Adding flute. I'm like, oh, okay.
And then even as we kind of like progress further, even for Vin for bass, it's like, all right, do we go for electric bass or do we go for the contrabass?
Yep, right.
You know, are we going for something a little bit more rocked out, or are we trying to get more of like an acoustic feel with it? So
Yeah,
it's been an
totally.
interesting challenge to sort of decide which one. For future band practices, you're just gonna have to bring both and just see what happens.
Yeah, exactly.
In future arrangements, we're gonna have to factor in the acoustic bass itself, not just the
Yes.
upright
Oh
bass.
my god, yeah.
True.
You'll be carrying all
Speaking
three.
of,
Speaking of, yeah, exactly.
as long as we're talking about different styles, we're gonna move on from another medium where
Yeah.
it's all this exciting, fast notes and nonsense that I threw together into something a little more laid back. And if we had it out in time, probably would have been a good contender for the Soundle chill out contest.
Right,
So next up, if you're a fan of the work of one of our humble saxophonists, Daniel up here, this is going to be Lower Brinstar.
Does
Brinstar Depths.
Dan, you want to talk about it real quick, or you want to just get right into it?
Yeah, we'll go into it a little bit more after we listen, but yeah, this is Lower Brinstar from originally Super Metroid, and it's definitely slower and more one of the more slow and ambient tracks on the album. So this is the water track, and the reason behind that is because this track is reused in Metroid Prime 2 as a water level.
All right, well, enjoy. Here is Lower Brinstar. Here we go. All right, and there it is. That was Lower Brinstar from Metroid. Samus Returns, technically, officially,
Officially, yes.
but it's really from other ones too.
Yeah. My motto is if a Metroid game does not have that track in it, it's not one of the good ones.
That's fair.
I mean, because like we have it in Super, and I mean like that's slander on Fusion a little bit for anyone who plays, but like Super has it, Dread has it, Metroid Prime 2 has it, Samus Returns has it. Like it's one of those themes that has just been reused, remodified for a lot of varied areas across a lot of the franchise. And I wanted to do something a little different because this was something that had been on my like arrangement queue for a while, but I was always trying to think, how do I make it interesting to play? And what I mean by that is the bass line is 2 notes, just repeated over and over and over in the original. So I wanted to see, how can I change that? How can I move the instrumentation around so that it's not just the bass playing these 2 notes over and over again. And so what I did was I threw in Easter eggs, and I just took melodies and pieces of other tracks in the franchise and turned those into like the bass lines or the harmony lines. So
what were some of those references? Yeah, I'm curious.
Yeah,
so
I had no idea.
I put in Ridley's theme as the bass line and guitar line during the kind of the breakdown drum solo section. So the ba 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 ba. So that's Ridley's theme. Towards the second half, the Kraid's lair turned into the bass line. So ba da 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 da. So
okay.
Also, so Kraid's lair, I threw in there, and then I also added Samus's theme at the very end. So that was what that was what I and Travis were playing near the very end.
I think that's the one I knew the most, but I didn't know about the bass ones.
Yeah, and it was a cool way of like referencing other tracks and keeping the bass lines interesting throughout.
I don't even think Vin knew it, and he played it. He played it himself.
I'm not as familiar with Metroid as you guys, but
Same.
I
Sure.
Honestly, same. Yeah.
Can I say something to what you were saying about Vin doing the what was it, the Kraid's theme in that bass line, the ba da da. When I was I was listening to like our like internal review version of the Masters for feedback purposes and all that, and in that section when everybody comes back in, like right after that like sudden like silence, and then like where everybody starts coming back in, in like the E flat, like the E flat chord there, it's supposed to have like the song itself is supposed to kind of like an E flat minor thing, do me. But I was hearing somewhere in the inner lines, and it wasn't in the notes, like it wasn't in the score. I kept hearing like that fa mi, like kind of like a major resolution of that harmony, and it sounded so cool. Like it sounded like it belonged there. Looking at the feed or looking at the follow along in the live stream, looking at the score, I think it might have been Vin's like overtones on the bass, because the bass notes would produce that overtone the way it is, and it like I could hear that ba-dum, which sounds really cool against like the flat 7 with the tritone, or like creating a tritone.
Yeah,
and it's like,
that's interesting.
Like, wow.
I don't think I even heard that.
I don't. Yeah, it's definitely not something we did on purpose, but it's so cool that it worked out ultimately.
I agree.
And I think something that also lent itself to that was Vin, didn't you have to like tune down the last string
Yeah,
of the
because like
contrabass to play this?
yeah, and like I I probably should have pointed it out like before, but like of course my upright can't go, you know, below E, like the low
Uh,
E. So it's like
the long and short of it is I made an oopsie. I wrote
Oh,
something that isn't playable normally or in normal tuning, so Vin
Home,
had to
home, homeboy
improvise.
don't
yeah,
homeboy don't
like
got that low C
yeah,
extension.
I had to like tune down the night that we recorded.
yep.
to,
You ever see an upright bass in drop D?
nope.
You ever try and play
You
Three
will
Days Grace
now.
in on a contrabass?
That's gonna be a new challenge moving forward. One of us is gonna arrange a song where you have to tune down for like a measure, and then tune back up to get just so you can hit like a low note.
It's like,
Do you want to inflict psych damage on me? Because that is how you inflict free psych damage on me.
Well, you're fine. You play vibraphone. You don't have to tune that. You're good.
There are ways. There are ways.
there.
We're not going to get into it right now, but I do want to mention, because we didn't mention it before. On another medium, and we'll get to this one as well. Soloists.
Yes.
On another medium, if you were around for that, you heard solos from John on the soprano sax, myself on the vibraphone, and Brandon on the guitar.
Yes.
Somebody else want to talk about? I don't want to hog the limelight. Does anybody else want to talk about Lower Brinstar?
That's all you, Dan. Take it away.
So it was Brandon on the guitar solo and Travis on the drums for that one. And honestly, the solos were improv, of course, but the solo that you recorded, Brandon, is honestly one of the coolest things ever. Just like
Oh, cool.
no,
Thank you,
and
man.
seriously, like it is
It was a fun one.
it added so much to that track that whatever we put there otherwise wouldn't have been the same. So
Oh, awesome! Thank you. I appreciate that, man. It was a fun one. It
Oh, yeah,
was
man.
it was a easy one to get into the vibe of and to kind of just I was just improvising. I turned on the delay pedal and I was like, all right, let's go.
yeah,
I feel like you did like the perfect vibe for it too. It wasn't like too many like it wasn't too like shreddy or like jazzy or anything. Like just the right amount of like because you went kind of bit back and forth between the chords still, right? Did you kind of write
Yeah.
the solo with that idea? You still doing like the bump, 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 do do da
Yep.
bump, do da da do bump, bump.
Yeah, exactly. They overlap a little bit, but the idea was it's one of those recording tricks again where it's like,
Sure.
okay, think about how you might play this live, and I was like, okay, if I'm playing this live, I want to go back and forth.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
But it sounds so much better when you record them separately.
right.
So yeah, so they might overlap a little bit, but that's the idea. Yeah.
That is such a tricky thing too when it's like you want to record a part but also trying to think of it if you're playing it in a live setting, like how much of it do you sort of manipulate so it's just in the recording and then how much can you
Yep.
translate that into a live setting, you know?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, there's
But,
things that people won't notice at all live that they'll either notice or will just subliminally notice in a recording. But no,
Yeah.
I really appreciate it. I really appreciate that. Thanks, guys. It was a fun
Oh, yeah.
fun arrangement to play over.
Hell yeah. And I got to say too with these like I think Lower Brinstar and Another Medium were the sort of both the first two songs that we were really like working on. Even before like talks of the EP, I think we were kind of thinking of doing that for future albums and releases and stuff. But I feel like those two songs in particular were like the perfect start to really emphasize like what I'm trying to go for with the jungle rock, jungle jazz style. We have sort of like the high energy and Another Medium, and then sort of like the chill, like sort of like ambient, kind of like mysterious, almost kind of feels like a cave almost, like you're sort of like in a cave, but it's so good. Both of those just like blew me away when I first heard them. I was like, yes, this is what I'm going for. Absolutely. So
And a perfect example of two very, very different arrangements still fitting the overall vibe of,
Yeah.
of what you were describing.
yeah, absolutely. But all right, let's move on to the next song. That
All
is
right.
going to be arranged by Vin here. I can't point. There,
Hello.
there you go, over here. Do you want to talk about what song you arranged?
Yeah, sure. No, I've arranged Cosmo Canyon from Final Fantasy VII, and the hit 1997 RPG classic.
Damn, you pulled out the year too. I wouldn't have been able to do that.
Yeah, right.
Well, I mean, that's kind of a household game with a household year.
True.
A household game
fair.
I've never played, unfortunately.
I guess it's also a 2020. When was the remaster?
Oh, true.
Hey.
There's the remakes.
Third part's yet to be released.
Oh, okay. I'm way behind on that.
Oh no.
I haven't played the remake, so.
Fair.
Neither have I. I want to play the original first, and then
Oh,
play the
original.
remakes.
Fair.
Oh my God, there were remakes. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, right. All right. Well, without us more shenanigans, let us get into Cosmo Canyon from
Oh, yeah.
Final Fantasy VII. Enjoy. Make sure I press the right button here. And there you have it. That is the third song in the EP, Cosmo Canyon from Final Fantasy VII, arranged by our one and only Vin. I can't point. Vin, there, our
you're close
bassist.
enough. Yes, I'm the bass guy, as my Discord handle says.
I think they can see your Discord handle.
Probably not.
Yeah,
you're good.
John would have to mic or mouse over it to show everybody.
Yeah.
Does it work? Oh yeah, there you go. It says Vin bass guy.
There you go.
Bass guy.
Bass guy.
Arguably one of the most tribal of the tunes.
Yep.
There, if that's the right word.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and like, it was pretty easy for me to like convert it to like a jazz rock jungle jazz setting because like it was already like a tribal song to begin with.
Right.
Like when you go to like the Cosmo Canyon, like the village, it's already like a desert village.
Mm-hmm.
Like when and originally I was trying to choose between either that or Stark Mountain from Pokemon Diamond and Pearl.
Yeah.
In my mind, I was kind of thinking Cosmo Canyon. I was like, so I brought it up to a group. I was like, hey guys, what do you think? And they were like, Cosmo Canyon.
Yeah. My rule with arrangements are like, as long as you can argue that it fits an element, I'm open to it.
Oh yeah.
And,
More on that in months to come with an arrangement that I'm cooking up.
Yeah,
We
with
don't
maybe
need to
a
do it
couple
right now,
a
but-
couple exceptions, but you know.
But I will still justify it.
And
Yeah.
More on that later. You don't need to talk about it. Just subscribe to Elementality Studios. Do it.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
If you're on Twitch, follow. You'll get all the updates.
Yes.
Yeah, and those who don't know, this was my first arrangement that I've ever completed.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, buddy.
I forgot about that.
Yeah,
That's my dog.
That's honestly impressive because it sounds fantastic. You did a great job with it.
thanks.
Now,
Yeah, like
was the because in our project files it was called Cosmo Canyon Swing. I'm not as familiar with this track from the OST. Was it originally swung as well in the OST, or did you make it so?
no, it was just straight 8th notes. I just know, and it was named Cosmo Canyon. I just named it Cosmo Canyon Swing just for
Okay.
my knowledge.
Yeah, it works.
Sure.
Cool.
And
Vin, I know there was, I guess, a little history into like the planning of the album. I know there was another track that you wanted to do, but
Yeah.
we couldn't for the purposes of this album.
yeah, it was like I forget what the track name was, but it was like from Spyro the Dragon. I was like,
Oh.
damn it, I really wanted to do that. Like, cause like, you know, like I like Stuart Copeland, I like his work. So like, and it would have been nice to have like a non-Nintendo or another non-Nintendo IP on the.
Sure.
I always forget Stuart Copeland was involved in that.
Yeah,
That's
I
crazy.
Yep.
Drummer of the Police, for anyone who doesn't know.
Oh,
that's-
I didn't
yeah.
know that.
I always forget he was involved in that. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and like,
I also believe he composed for the Amanda Show.
Really?
That I didn't know.
Yep.
I
Interesting.
also-
think.
Oh.
he also
Interesting.
composed for the. He also composed for Wall Street, the movie. If anyone's ever seen it.
Oh. I don't know. So
Or Gecko.
he's my favorite drummer, and I did not know any of this.
What hasn't he composed for?
Yeah.
Yeah, literally.
Well, it wasn't Aaron Copeland. I'll tell you that much.
Alright.
What element is the Amanda Show?
Lobster,
the-
for sure.
The element of surprise.
There you
No
go.
surprise.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
my god.
Yeah,
Just one time.
I guess I should point out as well, like the soloists for this song are Gabby on flute, John, and I guess Dan as well. You know, on soprano and alto sax respectively, and of course Travis on.
Hello, I'm Travis.
They all played a solo on every verse, the 3 verses in there. So
Yeah, the solos for this one they weren't improvised. You know, store bought is fine, but yeah.
yeah,
Either way, we were featured. We were featured.
Absolutely. And for anyone who couldn't put it together, that was our Earth song, the Earth theme on the EP. You know, very rock, desert. Well, desert will be its own thing eventually, but you know.
Yeah, I was trying to find colors to match.
Mr.
Don't get us started on desert
I know,
games.
dude. Mr. Deckel's here. He's ready for that
Oh, no.
desert album.
Oh no,
I've already got one in the works.
do it.
Do
it.
Anything else to say on this one here?
Do it.
yeah. I guess I guess I should probably mention as well, I was initially hesitant on arranging a piece for the EP because, like, I'm not as experienced as
Mm,
either of you guys.
sure, sure.
So I didn't know, like, I could really bring it to
Well, that's-
justice.
Yeah.
But
That's
you
a
know,
perfect
with some
reason to do it.
yeah,
And you nailed it.
Encouragement from the group.
Yeah.
I stepped up. I did it.
I'm honestly
And
glad
you
that
have-
you did because part of sort of the mission with this band is to sort of help each other improve into getting better at arranging and performing our instruments. Like I do want to kind of push us a little bit. You know, there might be parts that's like, oh, this is pretty intricate. It's kind of difficult. But I want us to kind of try to improve and get better and grow as a band. You know.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
I'm
Great.
glad that you took the leap to like, all right, let's
Love
arrange and let's see what happens. You know.
That is the very beautiful thing about a tight knit like group, tight knit community, is that you have this opportunity to sharpen your craft, and you have the safety net to fail, and it's encouraged to fail because otherwise you're not aware of your mistakes, and then as a result you're not growing from your mistakes.
Absolutely.
And it's always going to be a process, no matter what you do. But as long as you have like a community that surrounds you, whether it's a small band like this or any of like the GSOs that are out, the Gamer Symphony Orchestras that are out there, that also rely on heavily like community-oriented arrangements, like the opportunity for like skill development is there. So.
Definitely.
Just to speak to the mission of,
and even to
And Vin. Okay, sorry.
Oh no, I was just saying, and even to kind of go a little further with like, you know, we have mentioned that, you know, Travis arranged Another Medium, Dan arranged Lower Brinstar, and Vin arranged Cosmo Canyon, but we all still collectively worked on the arrangements together. It wasn't just like Dan showed up, all right, here's Lower Brinstar, now play it. I probably would have been fine with that, but you know, but part of it was also like, oh, let's take a look at the song, let's see what's doable, what isn't, if there's any parts that need to be fixed, whether it's within the arrangement or just the instrumentation, if we like, oh, maybe this part should play this melody, or, you know, so it was all kind of a collaborative effort regardless, you know.
Exactly. And, you know,
Oh, yeah.
and you know, Vin nailed it for, you know, that being
Yeah.
I did not know that was your first arrangement. So
yeah.
that's great job, man.
Thanks.
Yeah, give it up, Chad, for Vin for his first arrangement. Let's go. Very nice.
Snaps.
yeah, Benjamin.
All right. Well, we were rolling around in the dirt, and now we're going to go the opposite and go into the sky with
the sky.
air.
That's not haunted at all.
That's
That's not cursed. That is not cursed at all.
Yeah, this,
I'm not cursed. I'm not cursed. You're cursed.
This next one is Rito Village from Breath of the Wild. I arranged this one.
Sorry, I saw what Dan said in the
This
chat.
was
Cracking up.
not my first time arranging a song, but it was my first time doing it in this way. I'll explain a little bit more later, but it was my first time arranging a song without having a band in front of me to kind of try stuff out at the same time. So yeah, there's a lot of little Easter eggs. If you catch them, let me know.
Oh, yeah,
But,
there's a lot of Easter eggs in this one.
Oh, yeah,
for
I
sure.
Catch them all.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you
Yeah,
guys
it's
hear
Rito
them, try to call them out in chat if you're able to hear things.
Yes.
And
Gotta
if not,
catch 'em all.
then
Rito Village.
Some of them are really, really obscure too, so you probably won't catch those, but that's okay.
we'll go over them.
Those are for me.
Yeah,
There will be a quiz tomorrow.
Oh my
There will
God.
be a quiz tomorrow, so
There'll
make
be
sure
a
you're paying
quiz.
attention.
Everyone has to come back tomorrow.
I'm
All
grading
right.
it.
Well, let's fly away from that grading in Rito Village. Here we go.
Yeah, enjoy.
Fly away.
All right, and there it was. That was Rito Village from.
Hey.
I almost said Final Fantasy VII. The Legend of
From Final Fantasy
Zelda, Breath
Hit
of the Wild.
97 RPG.
My favorite RPG.
I like the idea of Vin always pulling out the dates, but it's always the same date.
Yeah.
Everything's just in 1997.
That's hilarious. That's too good.
17, yeah.
Oh my god.
Actually,
yeah, once
March-
again,
March 3rd,
arranged-
2017.
March 3rd, 2017. Oh, true. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I should have known that
Right.
because that was when the Switch
It was the
released. It was
Switch.
like, yeah,
Yep.
yeah. But
The
yeah,
Switch.
Brandon arranged this piece, and I'm gonna let him take it away.
Yeah. So, yeah, as I mentioned before, so Breath of the Wild. So this was my first time arranging a piece in the sense of sitting down, doing a full score, all in one moment. Normally, I'm used to like having a band in front of me and working with them to write a song and bouncing ideas off each other. We still had that, of course, just not in not in the like sense of like, okay, I'm coming to you guys with something that's like mostly done, and then we're gonna revise a lot of it. I'm bad at writing for percussion. That was revised a lot. So stuff like that. But so yeah.
Even
so
then,
this
we
was-
ad-libbed quite a bit on it.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. So there were a lot of challenges. Like this one was, difficult for me to do, but I'm glad I did it. Breath of the Wild. I mean, the Zelda franchise in general is just a huge part of my life. And when Breath of the Wild came out, John and I were actually living together at the time, right?
Yes.
And so we experienced pretty much all that game together. We bought it at the same time.
We did that on Schwam Games too. Little shout out
did that
to
on
our
Schwam Games, that's true, yeah.
our old gaming channel we used to have called Schwam
Yeah,
Games.
the gaming channel that became a streaming channel that is now just commenting weird stuff in people's chats.
True.
And yeah, and so I remember specifically, I honestly, John kind of inspired me to do this one because I remember when we were living together and playing this game, going to Rito Village for the first time.
Oh
and
my
there's
God, dude.
there's that very open part at the beginning with the vibes
Yeah.
and the flute and whatever instrumentation they had. And it's okay, there's not Breath of the Wild in general is a very what's the word, kind
Like
of very open,
ambient,
ambient,
atmospheric
yeah, exactly
vibe,
yeah, it's
yeah.
a very, and then it just kicks in to that melody that in that case I was playing on the mandolin. I don't know what they were actually playing. My guess was bouzouki, but I could be wrong. And I remember when that kicked in, both John and I were just like, oh, this
The
is
wave
good.
of emotion that I felt hearing
It was
that
a
Dragon
weird-
Roost melody.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
It's
God.
a very strange feeling when like you go into a village in a video game and you're like, oh, this is like homey. Like I feel like, oh, okay, I could chill here for a while.
It's one of those moments where you literally just let go of the controller and you're just listening and you're just taken aback by what you're hearing, and
Yeah,
what you're
yeah.
seeing, like the visuals and the song on top of that. It's one of those
Yeah,
moments where it's
exactly.
like I wish I could relive the first time I discovered Rito Village and hear that music
Yeah.
for the very first time. That's something
And it's a
special,
unique- As like the village itself, like from an atmosphere point of view, thinking about it now, it's the only like town in the game that isn't like in a valley. Like, so you actually have a view, and it's just all those things together. Like, oh, I'm in a village with like, these creatures and that are kind of new to the lore and seeing the world around it. It was a big moment for like a surprisingly big moment.
Yeah.
And then, when we were talking about doing this, I think John brought up the idea of doing Rito Village as the air song, and I wanted to, take a shot at that and adapt it to our style, but while also trying to keep that feeling of the main melody coming in and the feelings that it gave us. So
Yeah. Yeah, you did a fantastic job with it, man. It sounds awesome.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And everyone who played on it, of course, really made it come to life. that was the tricky part. Is since I haven't really arranged something like that before, is like, oh man, I'm not hearing the instruments, and I'm not like, I'm not hearing each person's personality in their instrument as I'm arranging this, and that's usually an
You're just hearing sort of like the MIDI.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So it came together really well.
Definitely, yeah. And honestly, it's interesting how you sort of threw in. I mean, we can kind of dive into all the little references and stuff that you threw in there.
Yeah.
But it's cool that you kind of just went into Dragon Roost Island itself. Like even though the track's called Rito Village, I don't know if like the name of that track is just called Rito Village, but obviously it derives from Dragon Roost. So it's cool that you kind of like transition into what it's inspired by as well.
Yeah, I think when I was starting to arrange it, I don't think I'd realized that they were literally the same theme, just in a different style. And I was like,
really?
Oh, yeah, they are. They have Dragon Roost and Rito Village.
I'm saying you didn't realize it was the same.
Yeah, I just didn't. I probably realized it, but I just didn't really think about it.
Sure.
And I was like, oh wow, and I also realized there's a lot of there's the Rito Village theme. I'm forgetting exactly where the callback. There's a callback to some like old. I think there's a callback somewhere in the first Zelda game to that has a little hint of that theme. I don't exactly remember where it was.
In the actual Rito Village or in the arrangement?
Just in the melody, like the choice of like the choice of notes in the melody just kind of it has another callback to like a more classic Zelda theme, and I can't remember what it is at the moment. But yeah, there were a lot of little references in there. We don't need to go through them, but
I'm down to go through them.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'm chilling. I'm down to go through 'em. We don't have to like pull up the score or anything, but you can just be like, all right, we threw this in here, we threw this in here,
That works because we're in an ad, so this will be sponsored content.
Oh, this is good to know. I mean, Goku's probably going to show up any second then.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, there it is. Give it a second.
Looks like
Hold
some
on.
viewers were sent to ad.
Yeah, there you go.
Let me go get them with instant transmission.
So
I'll be right
the
back.
ones that I have listed here, at least in the moment, there's a Skyloft reference from Skyward Sword. That's in the. Is it in the vibe part? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's in the vibe part. We won't.
Oh, is it?
Go nuts. I think. There was so many of them, and it was done
Easy
so
to lose
long
track.
ago that I lost track. But I have it right here. There was a Skyloft. One moment. Well, MuseScore doesn't have a good search feature then. But there's
I don't have a easy way to pull this up on stream at all at the moment. But
yeah, exactly. That's totally fine. There's the Bolero of Fire from Ocarina of Time. That's also in the vibe part, coincidentally. Yep. Oh yeah, there's Skyloft. Skyloft is the.
Oh right. These are things that were in the score that that I took out when we put it to
right,
like the scroll along. So I did notice them. What was it? Someone in the Twitch chat did shout out that the transcript was very awesome. Once again, that is credit where credit's due. That was inspired by the Game Brass and a friend of ours, Thomas Kresge, who is their producer. He also does all of their sheet music and engraving. And not to be a slight at all, but this one was the hardest one to put together.
Yes,
transcript wise, because
editing wise too.
With all there was a lot of
writing wise.
Dorico. I use Dorico for my music notation needs.
Yep.
And Dorico did not like any of the MuseScore things that we did.
Yeah.
So
that
again, no slight to you, Brandon.
No, that's okay because that is it is a testament to my unfamiliarity with scores like this. And
because Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, no worries. I was just saying a lot of the things that I wrote, I was just like, oh yeah, there's the notes on the page, and I'm like, oh man, what accents do I give this? How do I write this in a way that is readable to someone who plays an instrument that I've never played? And yeah, that's.
Yeah, me personally, I'll be more on top of it and more finicky about
Oh please.
how we handle all that, and I'm probably going to make sure everything gets like engraved in a standardized way going forward.
That'd be awesome.
There's a little behind the scenes for everybody who's watching.
Yeah.
But yeah, and so like this one, because of like how many measures it was, and especially with like, because like the original Dragon Roost Island was in 6/8, so it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that would be a full bar.
Yeah.
This being in 3/4 made it 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, stretched it out quite a bit.
Right.
And while Dargo can output PNGs, which is what you see in the video, the PNGs in particular were like too big to put into most software.
Makes sense.
So
it was also the longest track. Yeah.
We had to lower the resolution, and we had to get creative with it.
I've learned that
snip out some of the engraving stuff.
Premiere Pro can only handle 32,000 pixels apparently. So
wow.
Next time we do like in any kind of output that has a tune for a lot of key signatures, I'm gonna leave the key signatures for you guys, but I'm gonna take them out for like the YouTube.
Yeah,
stuff.
that makes sense. This one has a lot of key changes, a lot of tempo changes, and I would love to learn more about the right way to like arrange something, and
we'll talk.
I definitely am down to learn more about that.
We will have a conversation. We'll have a few conversations.
Awesome. I found the Skyloft thing. It was in the vibes because normally that's the do 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 do. You know.
Oh yeah.
Vaguely, it was a quick thing. I remember. I recorded this a while ago. I don't remember.
But a lot of the references are stretched out and changed to kind of fit this song. So it's more of a quarter note thing. It's a da 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 da. So it's a slightly different melody with the same notes.
Sure.
There's the blur of fire, and normally that's do 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 do. But I had it in between some of the melodies, so it's like da 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 da. You know.
Yep.
Oh yes, I picked up on that.
Yeah.
I need you to talk about the most obscure
Disco Cats
reference.
also does that too.
Oh yes.
The most obscure reference you did in this, and I think I know you know which one I'm talking about.
So first, the two other like very simple ones are the Hyrule Field from Ocarina of Time, the morning thing. The flute was going, you know, and then there was the Ocarina of Time like menu theme that John had. That might be hard to explain without, but that's okay. But the most obscure one was also from Ocarina of Time. If anyone remembers from the Great Deku Tree, at the end of it, there is a puzzle and it's barely a puzzle. You have to, there's 3 Deku Scrubs, and they're shooting seeds at you, and you have to block them and, repel their seeds back at them. And there's only one clue for that, for like the order that you have to hit them in, and it's a random other scrub saying 23 is number 1, just somewhere else in the temple. And they expected, 8-year-old me to figure that out. And so somewhere in this piece, right as we're transitioning to Dragon Roost from Rito Village, there's a part where all of us are just hitting these accents, and it's 1 2 1 2 3 1, and it's
Is that what that was?
Yep. It's 23 is number 1. It is purely for my own,
Yep.
Me somehow getting back at
Vindication.
Yeah.
Vindication,
exactly.
right there.
The vindication of 23 is number 1.
Oh come on, Vin's right here, guys. What the heck?
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, thank you guys for
Flippy, come get your mans.
Thank you guys for humoring me on one of the weirdest references I've ever made.
I loved it. I couldn't believe you did that. I was like, you know what? I'll take it.
Yeah. That's pretty much all I got on Rito Village. I had a lot of fun doing it, and I'm excited to do more arrangements and learn more.
Hell yeah. And to kind of throw it out there, I think a lot of these songs, because for spoilers for the chat, as a future plan, we want to do like elemental themed EPs and albums. So we want to do like a fire album, an air album, earth album, etc. So you might actually still see some of these covers make it to those full albums. At least I think that's fine to do. We're gonna do it probably anyway, but
Who knows? You might not.
you might
There's no rules
you might
other than
not.
the rules.
Yeah. So, where was I going with that? It was when it came to these arrangements. I think we had at least a couple songs for each element that we kind of already been thinking about what we want to arrange, whether it's fire or air. We have a lot of like ideas of stuff we wanted to arrange, but putting together something for the EP was really interesting. And I guess it's really came down to like, since we were all 5 of us were arranging a piece, it was just like, all right, like what element do you want to arrange for? And these are your sort of choices, unless you have some idea. Like Vin kind of brought in Cosmo Canyon. I don't know if that was like on the list originally, but when you came and presented, I was like, oh yeah, sure.
Yeah, was Another Medium on that list? I think it might have been.
Yeah, I believe Another Medium was already on that list. I think you threw that on there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did I?
I think you did, and I was like, yeah, I'm totally down.
I'm the resident Toby Foxhead here, and I don't know for sure if I did that. This was a while ago. I don't.
Yeah,
remember.
it's been a while. But I think you were the one that added it.
It's been a while.
But
Sorry.
it is a collaborative list, anyways. But
Thank you, Vin.
yeah.
Before we move on, what were the solos again for Rito Village?
Oh yes.
John had a solo, and there were no other formal like solo, like improvised solo sections.
Right.
I think there might have been some percussion.
Yes.
Yeah, I think Erica had a percussion solo at the beginning of Rito Village. Was it also Kit?
No, Kit was just
percussion.
Kit was just playing time throughout that.
Yeah,
but
so it was
Erica.
a hand percussion.
Yeah, they had the castanet part in the beginning of Dragon Roost as well.
Right, true. Castanets, and there were bongos in there, or djembe.
Yeah,
And,
there was djembe. There was a whole lot of things.
Yeah, and then besides that, there was a lot of everyone had the melody at some point.
Right.
It was pretty heavily. There was a lot of flute for the melody. So I'd say it featured flute for the most part. But toward the end there's actually a few measures where each of us have 2 measures of melody, bass, sax, guitar, everything.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Nice, good stuff. Hell yeah.
Once again, store bought is fine.
yeah. All right, so before we continue to the final song here, I will make a slight announcement that we are going to be doing a giveaway at the end of the stream. This is for the Twitch chat only, specifically. Sorry, YouTube. I couldn't figure out a way to get these to both work.
I had one.
But for anyone who's hanging out in the chat and can hear this, make sure to tune in the chat specifically after the final song, and we will be doing a giveaway here. I'm pretty sure all you'd have to do is type !enter, and then it'll put you in, and then we choose a winner, and you guys will get a copy of one of you guys will get a copy of the EP for free.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Also a little bit of a disclaimer, this happened, I guess, this morning or even just the last couple of days. So we've been saying how, like, this EP drops today on the 18th, but we did have some sort of technical difficulties with the process of it actually releasing. So it's not on streaming platforms just yet. It's not on Spotify or iTunes, unfortunately. But like I said, we did the stream today, so you got to hear the music there. We've got a YouTube video up that you can listen to on there. There's a chance we might have it up on Bandcamp soon-ish, too. We're kind of still figuring that out, if we're able to do that or not. But if we are, then you guys will know in Discord and wherever else you follow me on. I'll let you guys know.
We will keep you posted.
Yeah. And then, of course, once the actual release happens on Spotify and iTunes and all that, we'll put out another announcement as well. But thank you guys for tuning in for so far and hanging out with us and hearing our... Oh, here, we get a little biscuit.
Oh, biscuit.
Little biscuit cameo here.
Little biscuit!
The other giveaway.
You're going to
give away the cat.
Oh, no.
He heard that.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
He's like, I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying
No.
right here.
Don't worry, bud. We're not giving you away.
He's like, I'm chill. I ain't moving anywhere.
Don't
trust
catch
me at all.
biscuit.
He doesn't trust me at all.
Kitty looks very.
Someone in the Twitch chat just typed exclamation point catch biscuit.
Oh my
Catch
god,
biscuit.
Mahina.
Don't do it.
That's amazing.
That's rude.
That's literally me every day chasing him around just to pick him up.
How dare you?
Like,
All right, should we?
All right,
okay.
so moving on to the final song. Press 1
finale.
in chat if you know of a game called Donkey Kong 64. Whether you know it or have played it, press 1. Ignore the 7 that's just appeared in chat.
Press
And press 2 if you don't.
Press 101 if you completed that game.
Ooh.
Oh.
oh,
I have not actually completed that game.
Nice.
It has a 101%.
Does
Funny,
it
of
Of course
really?
it does.
Yeah.
Of course it does.
As a quick ramble, I actually looked up some stuff about Donkey Kong 64, and apparently the very end of the game is so bad, like the way that it's like structured. Like you need 2 coins, like 2 specific coins to get to the final boss. But you have to like go back to the arcade and play the original Donkey Kong to get one of those
Oh my
coins,
God.
and then
Oh,
you
yeah.
have to play like some like balloon guy or something. Some other kind of thing. I was like, what?
Yep. 100%.
Playing the original Donkey Kong was the reason I never completed that game as a kid.
That's probably
Yeah.
me too. Honestly,
like-
I'm just blocking it out.
Yeah. I did not complete it as a kid. I completed it as an adult. I had to come back to it.
You had
Indication.
to you have to pull out the Master Sword in order to complete it.
Yeah,
Time
exactly.
skip.
I had to wait 7 years. Yeah.
it's funny.
The Master Nanner.
Yeah, like, I've actually never played Donkey Kong 64. Like,
Me
Nice.
either.
Honestly,
played-
now that Bonanza's out, you could probably just do that.
Yeah,
yeah,
because my mind's all over the place. I am going to be playing Donkey Kong Bonanza tomorrow on stream during the day. I
There
just
it
got
is.
this game, so
That's it.
I will be
Donkey
playing
Kong
this with my
Bonanza.
piano as my controller. So look
Oh, no.
forward to
Nice.
that.
Yeah, DK64 is great, but I have a feeling Bonanza might be minus the nostalgia would probably be better.
Right. So this next song is from Donkey Kong 64, but it's actually a mashup between Jungle Japes, which you guys are familiar with, along with the DK rap that is played at the very beginning of the game, the intro sequence. Now, you guys have heard all our songs so far, and they've been all instrumental. But in this one, you might hear a couple vocals. Actually, you're going to hear a lot of vocals in this one.
Yeah, maybe in the background.
Yeah, maybe in the background.
Yeah,
But,
you might hear a word or two.
So we have some vocals that we'll be adding in there, and here's a guess. Actually, because, well, yeah, if you're able to guess which voice is which, let me know. This will be for the
yeah, there you
hardcore
go.
fans in the chat. If you're able to kind of distinguish,
Uh-huh.
you've been listening to us for the last like hour and a half now. There are 5 verses, and if you can tell who each one is, you just win. You don't win a copy
Yeah.
of the EP. You just win.
Spoiler:
Now-
I'm Tiny Kong.
I was gonna say, so their actual thing. So
Uh-huh.
there are 5 verses, but there are there 6? Well, there's 7 of us.
7 of us.
Yes.
Yep.
There's 7 of us.
Correct.
True.
One of whom is not here on screen but sings a verse, and one of us who is on screen does not sing a verse.
True.
Yes.
There's your hint.
And
That's
one who's off screen
true.
who does not sing a verse.
That's true. yeah.
So here, I'm gonna put a key. I'm gonna put a name key in the
Congratulations!
chat.
Congratulations on math.
Yeah. All right. Well, without further ado,
All right, let's do this.
Here is Jungle Rap, a mashup from Donkey Kong 64. Enjoy.
Let's get it.
choose wrong. With a skip and a hop, choose one cool Kong.
DK, Donkey Kong. DK, Donkey Kong is here. Huh. DK, Donkey Kong. DK, Donkey Kong is here. He has no style, he has no grace. This Kong has a funny face. He can handstand when he needs to and stretch his arms out just for you. Inflate himself just like a balloon. This crazy Kong just takes his tune. DK, Donkey Kong.
He's back again and about time too, and this time he's in the mood. He can fly real high with his jetpack on, with his pistols out. Each one's on a Kong, he'll make you smile when he plays his tune. But grumbling through air, 'cause it's after you.
DK, Donkey Kong. DK, Donkey Kong is here. Huh. DK, Donkey Kong.
Finally, he's here for you. It's the last member of the DK crew. This Kong's so strong, he isn't funny. Can make a traveler cry out from money. Pick up a boulder with relative ease. Makes crunchy rock seem such a breeze. He may be slow, he can't jump high, but this Kong's one hell of a guy. DK,
Donkey Kong. Come on, Cranky. Take it to the French. Walnuts, peanuts, pineapple smells. Grapes, melons, oranges, and coconut shells. Walnuts, peanuts, pineapple smells. Grapes, melons, oranges, and coconut shells. Walnuts, peanuts, pineapple smells. Grapes, melons, oranges, and coconut shells. Walnuts, peanuts, pineapple smells. Grapes, melons, oranges, and coconut shells. DK, Donkey Kong. DK, Donkey Kong is here.
Oh, that was a that was a pretty quick, abrupt ending there for the video. Didn't last as long as the other ones, but yeah, there you go. That was the final song from our EP, Jungle Grooves. That was Jungle Rap, the mashup of Jungle Japes and the DK Rap from Donkey Kong 64. That was a big sentence, but yeah,
that was.
that was a big
Oh, yeah.
sentence.
Oh man.
But yeah, so I arranged that one. I forgot to say that before we went into it,
Sure.
but I arranged that piece there. And to kind of sort of take it back a little bit to sort of the origins of Elementality, the band originally used to be an original band. So we wrote original music, and we would write music sort of influenced by the idea of the four elements: fire, earth, air, and water. But we sort of have transformed and changed into a sort of a different project now. And now that we're covering video game music, we are, still within that same element, of course, covering elemental themes, But I wanted to sort of expand it beyond just the four elements of fire, earth, air, and water. So it's like, all right, what other kind of things can we do? And we're sort of eventually going to dive into like desert and ice and like electricity, lightning themes. That's a tough one. There's not a lot of those, at least on my research of tunes. But one of them we decided to do was nature. So basically, we're sort of separating the different types of earth that there are in, like, I don't know, just within the elements. Like, you have, like, dirt earth or rock dirt, but then you also have, like, more of, like, the forests and valleys and natures of earth. So those two are kind of separated here, and so that's why Jungle Japes is here on top of Cosmo Canyon, because we have sort of like a nature theme as well as an earth theme.
Are we going into elements of elements?
Elements of elements.
Yeah.
Pretty much. It's almost kind of like I've always imagined it like a level up, like ice is like a level up from water, electricity from like air, and then or like lightning from air, and then I guess it would be like lava for fire, and then whatever I just said.
Bloodbending?
Bloodbending. Oh my god. Yeah, we're getting into basically
Oh no!
we're getting to Avatar-ish kind of stuff
Avatar,
here. Cora. But so yeah, I mean, when it comes to sort of the nature elements, it's pretty. Not that it's pretty easy, but there are a lot of like forest and jungle and nature-esque areas in tons of video games and stuff. And since this is a very like jungle rock, jungle jazz project, it kind of makes sense to sort of dive into Donkey Kong music. And I've always thought about how it would be cool to sort of sing the verses of the DK rap, because if you've ever heard the original, it's very like 90s hip hop, and so they're just speaking the words. They're just like, so they're finally here performing for you. Yeah, here we go.
Cool.
But I've always had this idea of just like jazzing it up a bit. So they're finally here performing for you, and sort of going for that. And this is the perfect opportunity to do it. So I did it.
Yeah, and this one I remember when you like kind of presented the idea of it, and I was just like, oh, like I just couldn't picture. I was just like, oh, how is it gonna translate? And then you showed it to me. I was like, oh, this makes perfect sense. This is like you nailed it. The feeling
Thank
of
you.
is.
It was kind of tricky too at first, because I was originally thinking of only the DK rap, and it's like, all right, how are we going to sort of like jazzify the DK rap? And as we were kind of doing it, as I was kind of arranging it, I realized like, oh, what would be cool though? Like after this verse, we took like an instrumental break, and it only made sense to kind of add the Jungle Japes melodies in there, the do 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 do.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
So instead of actually turning the DK rap into like a jungle jazz version, what really it is we took Jungle Japes and threw the DK rap on top of that. That's pretty much what it is,
Yeah, true.
But I mean, essentially, it is just a mashup, regardless. But
I can't wait until Grant Kirkhope hears this, because he's going to.
I hope he does.
I hope he does.
I hope he does.
That'd be pretty dope.
Because you know his opinion of the DK rap, right?
I don't.
It's not that he hates it. It's just that he.
It's a throwaway, right?
It's a throwaway, yeah. Like
He thinks it is the funniest thing that people love it.
Yes. Because he thinks he doesn't hate it. He just thinks it's garbage.
Yeah, fair.
Or from
I
this
didn't
country,
know that.
rubbish.
That's funny.
Rubbish.
Well, and
look,
I guess
look at his like Blue Sky and everything. Like he talks about it all the time.
And
Go ahead,
I mean,
Brandon, I'm sorry.
it clearly is a like tongue-in-cheek kind of thing. Like it's not like they didn't bring in him to compose it. They're probably just imagine if we threw a rap at the end of this game about Donkey Kong, and it's like a silly little thing that's so much fun and everyone latched onto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And somehow it just works. I mean, at least
It does,
for me,
it
it's
does.
like it feels like it works. Maybe for him it
Oh,
doesn't.
I agree.
but-
Yeah, I bet for him, for being so close to the project and writing so much of the music of it, then hearing like we're gonna end it with a rap.
Yeah.
Like,
Or start
really,
with a rap.
guys?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that makes sense.
when it comes to the solos in this, it was a really interesting approach because I wanted to throw little improv solos happening, but none of them were really like the big feature, because the vocals were sort of the big feature in this piece. But in almost every verse, there is a solo that's happening. I think the only one that doesn't have one is the first one, and maybe the fourth one. I can't remember if there's one in the fourth verse for Diddy Kong's.
There's a flute.
There's flute for Chunky
flute's
Kong.
in the last
That's
one.
Chunky.
Yeah, there was a flute in Chunky Kong.
Oh
and
yeah,
there
there's no
was-
solo. There's no solo for Diddy because that goes into
Metal.
Yeah. So for
Right.
some reason we didn't throw a solo in there. Maybe that'll change in the future. Maybe we'll throw someone to do a solo.
maybe.
We'll see.
Maybe.
It makes sense. It makes sense because that one's it's such a big change from the tone of the rest of the
That's
song.
true. Yeah.
That I think it's just like, oh, straight eighth notes. Let's go.
For sure.
And it might also just be too heavy
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
texturally,
Oh, we could do it for sure, but
Oh, yeah?
I see why it wasn't.
Should
there.
we do it?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of can. Doesn't mean we should,
Right.
Yeah,
Totally.
exactly.
Might be overpowered.
Yeah, definitely. So in the second verse, there was Dan doing a tenor sax solo, alto sax, tenor sax.
Yeah, tenor for this
tenor. Okay,
Bass sax.
bass sax.
Ooh.
And then in
C
the third
melody sax.
verse, there was a vibraphone solo during the
I'm
Lanky
vibraphone
Kong,
solo.
Lanky Kong verse there. And then Gabby did flute on the Chunky Kong verse.
Chunky. Yeah.
So
Yay, Garb.
those are shout outs to the soloists there.
Yeah. Two
Now,
Vins,
chat.
3 Vins.
Chat. Were you able to pick apart who the vocalists were?
Who was who?
Who was who?
Yes, who was who?
You got Donkey, you got Tiny, Lanky, Diddy, and Chunky. Who was who?
Donkey might have been an easy one.
Maybe, possibly.
Maybe.
Nicole's not allowed to answer this because
Yeah,
I think
if you have
she
Nicole's not
knows
allowed
already.
to answer. It's okay. You guys can mull it over. We'll move if you guys have ideas. We'll
She says Sawi in the
chime in.
chat.
Can I tell everyone who your favorite verse was?
Oh, she got it wrong anyway. Okay.
Oh, you got it wrong anyway.
Oh, wait, what?
Which one?
Oh. No, I don't remember.
Yeah,
the
which
first
one-
Oh,
which
yes,
one
yes, I
did
do
she
remember
get
the first
wrong?
time. Yeah. She just she thought Vin was Brandon.
Oh.
And then
Whoa.
did you think Dan was Travis?
We both have lower voices.
Yep.
I think you thought Dan was Travis, and then you thought Vin was Brandon. And then I think you also thought
Oh.
Travis was Brandon or something like that.
And then Eric is Brandon.
Oh,
Eric
yeah,
and
yeah.
Brandon.
So you recognize Travis, but yeah.
And then
Brandon just does all the voices.
meanwhile, I was not in there.
Yeah, Brandon.
Yeah, that was your. Brandon's the one person who's on screen that
Yeah.
didn't actually sing any
Yes.
of the verses.
Yep.
I'll make it easier for you guys.
There you
I
go.
was
So there's your first clue.
There it is. And to throw Nicole's little thing in there, she had told me that her favorite verse was actually Dan's verse in
It was a really,
in the
really
Lanky
good
Kong.
one.
That was a really good one.
Yeah.
It was.
That one we
Yeah,
actually
it has
put
such
we put an effect on your voice because you were going for sort of like this like old timey kind of vibe, right?
Yeah, and I think we
How do
decided
you do
like
jumps?
yeah, like the mid-Atlantic accent, and
Yeah.
was not planned until like recording day.
Yeah.
It was just like, hey, you know what? That would be funny, and it
lit-
worked.
You literally like stood up to the mic and you were like, "We should do this." I was like, "Okay, sure."
It was.
Yep. I'm surprised we didn't use my old radio mic. Did we? We didn't, right?
I don't
I don't think we did.
I don't think
that's,
I don't
yeah,
recall.
honestly, for a lead vocal thing, that mic probably isn't that great anyway. Because funny enough, using an actual radio mic doesn't sound as great as simulating a radio mic.
Sure.
Yeah.
yeah.
But I love how you all sang the parts. I kind of went into it just saying like, yep, here's sort of the general idea, like you know the lyrics. Here's how I sang the first verse, but feel free to add like your own personalities to it. I guess try to match the vibe of like the instrumentation a little bit, but feel free to be, you know, as personalized and creative as you want with it. And you all did like such drastic different approaches that it fit the song and the vibe we were going for.
Hell yeah, man.
You all nailed it, and it was it brings such a cool element to it.
Saying the trigger word.
And like, oh man, and each one like recording wise too, you know, had a totally different recording strategy to each one. Even though a lot of them were recorded in the same day, but it was like, oh, these are such different parts from each other, even though they're in the same song. Like Vin's part is tripled, and like, you know, has that rock, like it was very like Foo Fighters kind of inspired recording process. And then like Dan, I think Dan was doubled with the delay on it and the radio filter, stuff like that. Like there's a lot of little tricks and stuff that it was fun.
Yeah, definitely. I'm trying to think if there's anything else to say about this song. I think that's pretty much it. Cover the solos, cover the vocals. Oh, well, I guess we'll throw it out there anyway. So the order of the vocalists were one, myself, I was DK. Erica, not Brandon, was Tiny Kong. Next up was Lanky Kong, who was sung by Dan.
Not Brandan.
Not Brandan, but just Dan. We had Vin singing Diddy
Not
Kong.
Brandon.
Brandvin.
Oh my god. So Vin was rocking out to Diddy Kong, and then the last member of the DK crew was Travis.
I can't think of a pun.
Brand this.
Fret. You know, you guys all did amazing on this one. It was
Yeah.
It's such a
I
cool
hope you
change
guys
from,
liked
the
all the
instrumental
songs.
stuff.
This is basically we're basically kind of wrapping up here, getting towards the end of the stream. The last thing we're going to do will be the giveaway. So if you are on Twitch and you are able to hear my voice, if you are lurking, feel free to come back and type !enter in just a second. And we will start a giveaway, and whoever wins will get the a free copy of the EP.
Enter.
I think if I hit start giveaway, does it just work? Giveaway is now active. I hope it works. So if everyone types !enter in the chat, it should add people to this list. This is my first time using this, so I'm hoping it works.
Yeah, it should work.
But
if it says it's active, you'll start seeing their names come up in the list, I think.
let me see. I don't see if I hit start giveaway. I thought I did that. Giveaway is now active, but it's not. Hold on.
Wait, I might be able to do it from the mod panel. Let's see. I might not. I don't know.
I'm using something called like streamergiveaway.org. It
it's
connected.
a separate thing?
Yeah, it should have
Got
connected
you.
to the.
I think we can do it from within Twitch itself.
Can we do it from within? Oh. Okay. It's. I think it's working now. Yes, it's working now. I have it on here. Yeah.
Type enter again, just in. Are people?
I see Starry, I see Mahina, and I see Schwam Games.
Okay. Oh, I purposely didn't put it at the beginning of my message, but because I thought it was the Twitch one, and the Twitch one only reads the beginning of the message.
Yeah. Well, I
That's
guess
funny.
it's just as long as you throw it in there, then you get it. So
Yeah. I'm padding the. Who's the Schwam Games guy? Man,
I guess
good
you
luck.
might get
I
a
don't
chance.
know. Yeah.
So
hook him in,
I'll
dude.
give this like another minute or so, but feel free to type in !enter in the Twitch chat to potentially win a free copy of the EP.
Get in there. Jesse's in
This
there.
is the Jesse's in there. Welcome on in, Jesse. How's it going? But yeah, I was going to ask like chat and even you guys like, what was your Matt enters has entered. What was your? It's hard to like classify as favorite, but what was like your favorite song on this piece? Whether it was like you because you arranged it, or like you had fun playing it, or you liked some of the sort of like the secrets in it.
That's tricky.
Yeah.
They all have like so many like fond places for me and like for different reasons.
For sure.
Like
for sure.
Another medium, I'll jam out to that all day.
Yeah.
Like I'll and then like I think Cosmo and Brinstar are like such a nice, like I could keep those on the loop, you know, just like vibe out to them. And then I walk around, and obviously like Rito, because Rito, I just like the song and I arranged it. But Casey and I walk around the house going DK, Donkey Kong, DK. So,
Oh my god,
That's amazing.
nice.
To play vibes, I think my favorite was Cosmo because it just kind of fell under my hands pretty easily.
Mhm.
If there's anything that I needed to change, I was able to like change it quickly, but there really wasn't that much I wouldn't had to do in that regard.
Sure.
Maybe some of the voicings were a little like stretched out and more open than would be typical for a vibraphone.
Sure.
I would say for drumming, definitely Lower Brinstar, just because it was nice to lay down some of those grooves, but even like throw in a solo, because again, I don't think that drum solo was planned to be a drum solo. I think it was really just planned to be time, but I decided, you know what? I'm just gonna go for it and see what they say, and they're gonna say no, and they didn't say no. So
I actually had planned originally for there to be a drum solo over the guitar solo. Like I kind of wanted to like tune like
right, but the spot I'm thinking of,
you know.
The spot that I'm thinking of is like where the guitar is just doing the down, like before he's actually soloing.
Yeah. True.
Again, I started filling in with like different fills here and there, but
Yeah.
mostly just laying down the time. I didn't want to step on Brandon or anybody
Of
else
course.
too much. But
I think you did
when
like
I
the
had the
perfect amount.
space-
Yeah.
yeah, when I had the
Yeah, it was
space
great.
to actually like develop a solo, that's what I did. But then after that, it was more so about laying time and maybe laying down a fill here and there. But that was about it.
For sure. I'll give it another 30 seconds, and then we will stop the giveaway and pick a winner.
Dan,
But-
what were your favorite songs?
My favorites, I mean, I think I liked Another Medium the more I played it. Like it got more and more stuck in my head. The more I listened to it, and the more I like learned about the song, kind of the intricacies that you arranged into it. But
Yeah, definitely.
yeah, I mean, Lower Brinstar is one of my favorite tracks of all time, so I'm 100% biased there. And I
totally
I just
fair.
think I just think it was I just think it was a really cool, really awesome rendition that we made out of it.
You did it justice.
I
Oh,
think
yeah.
at the moment, Lower Brinstar is also my current favorite, just because of like how different of a vibe it has from everything else. I feel like everything else has more of like a sort of lighthearted, upbeat kind of feel, but Lower Brinstar just has this like darkness, mysteriousness to it. It's very, very cool.
That bowed
Yeah.
bass.
Oh
Yeah.
In that, oh.
All right.
And then
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Vin.
sorry.
Oh,
We were gonna ask Vin.
Yes, Vin, go for
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Go for it.
Oh yeah. I guess listening to it, I would say Another Medium, because like it's
Yeah.
just so damn funky to jam out to.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like I listen to. In
It did
terms
have
of
its
playing-
Fearless Flyers
Yes.
influence in there.
Yes.
Yep.
I get that Fearless Flyers type, John.
Yeah. In terms of experiencing and just playing, I'd probably have to go with Cosmo Canyon because I arranged it. I had a lot of fun arranging.
Of course. Yeah.
Bringing it to
Yeah.
life.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And in terms of actually recording, probably DK rap or
Oh yeah.
Jungle James DK rap.
I feel like you had so much fun recording those vocals. You had
yeah.
such like an energy to it when you were recording. It was
Like-
great.
Yes.
I love
Yeah, you killed your verse, dude. Like it was
Hell yeah.
awesome.
Thanks.
First time I heard it, I was like,
like
"Oh, this is what this is supposed to be," and it works.
Yep.
it works.
Stuck the landing.
And as another spoiler for the chat, next Friday we will be releasing a video on one of these songs. And you'll just have to wait till Friday to see which song we'll be doing a video on.
Type.
I wonder what it could be, chat.
Type exclamation mark enter to be in the video. No, I'm kidding.
I don't remember
Maybe
if I
someday.
spoiled this in a previous
Maybe
stream, but
someday.
I won't spoil it now. But Friday we do have a
Yeah.
video of us doing sort of like a live cover of it. But like a cover of our cover. I don't know. It's just a video of our cover, basically.
Yes. What?
And
I don't know what
We
I'm
have a
saying.
music video coming out. It'll come out on Friday.
Yes,
and
there you go.
that's
It's that.
so that you can have your face photoshopped on all of our bodies.
I was literally recording video for the music video at 6:30 this morning.
I can't believe you did that so early. I saw you say that in the video. I was like,
That's wild.
wow.
Oh my God.
I had my reasons. I had the house to myself, and I was
Sure,
on a time
sure.
crunch.
That's
Gotcha.
All right. Is it giveaway time?
It is
who
giveaway
won?
o'clock. Let's see. I'm going to pick a winner. I wish I could show it on screen, but it's not. It's kind of hard to pull up. Actually, I wonder if I can pull that up.
Everyone,
But it did pick a
everyone
winner.
just hold
Oh,
up one letter.
we also disappeared. My bad.
Oh.
Hold on. That was my bad. Drumming up the suspension here.
John, how could you?
It has picked a winner. I think I can pull it up on stream. Give me a second. Drum roll. Can someone give me a drum roll?
Drum roll, 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 drum roll,
And
drum roll, drum roll.
there it is. The winner is Jesser215. Jesser is the winner. Congratulations.
See, I'm an amateur over here. I have a drum pad and sticks ready to go, and I just
Oh
didn't.
my god.
Dude, I have a drum kit right there, and I'm
Not,
like,
that, not that you could hear it
Yeah.
unless I turn off the
and
crisp.
so does Vin.
Yeah, mine's over there. My,
Oh, Vin does too.
Yeah.
Yep. My drumsticks are also over there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
conveniently, Travis is the one who could actually play them. But I'd be like,
I could do like a roll or two. I could do a little something.
Y'all
I
gotta
could
work
do
on
a
your
little
double stroke rolls.
paradiddle.
yeah,
My skills are rusty. I haven't played in years.
I can do it, but it won't sound good.
But congratulations, Jesse. I will send
Congrats,
you a
Jesse.
message later with the full EP at your disposal.
Felipe.
Thanks. Can't wait to loop the whole EP while reading. Yeah, let's go. Very nice. Round of applause for Jesser.
Awesome.
Yeah, I think that's about it. If anybody has any like little questions they want to ask us before we start wrapping up here, let us know. We had a blast recording this EP and putting it together, and we definitely have a lot more planned moving forward. We've got quite a handful of songs that we want to get to, and yeah, I forgot you were in it, Schwinn.
I'm so happy I didn't win.
Yeah, I kind of am too.
I was like, oh, I have all the raw files on my computer.
Yeah. I would force you to like boot up your stream and then just do a giveaway.
Yeah, exactly.
I could just
Pay
pick
it
another
forward.
winner too, of course.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god.
Right. Oh man.
But fellas, thank you for joining me on stream, for taking the
Thanks for having
time
us.
and talking about the EP with us here. But oh, sorry,
we have
hold
a
on. I just
question
saw.
from Jesse.
Yes, I missed the first half of the stream. But what was the hardest part or song to get down?
Another medium.
Another medium.
Another medium.
I don't think.
I realized that we're all out of sync with each other.
But that's a very accurate depiction of what that part was when
yeah,
we first tried to play
Well,
it.
that chord in the middle is supposed to be like this, like a doit sound effect, like doit, and then go
yeah.
right back.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if that ever actually, like, I was gonna say metastasized, but that wasn't gonna be the right word at all. I don't know if that
Yeah.
ever.
We didn't quite like translate
I
that
think-
from
I
paper to
think
music.
the bass part almost gets you there with the slide, right?
The bass
Well, I
does
mean,
that
on the
bit.
bass, yeah, that may. I mean, the bass can do that, but
Yeah. But
there's like weird ways you can do it with like wind instruments. Obviously, I wouldn't have been able to
Totally.
do it on.
Yeah, do a slide on the
vibes.
vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were talking about it in the Twitch chat. There are ways of pitch bending on vibraphone. You need a good mallet to like bend the pitch down a half step, but
So interesting. I didn't know you could do that.
not a lot of people do, but it is
Figured you
possible.
need, like, a
I've never been, I've never been successful with it, but it doesn't mean it's impossible.
But yeah, if you listen to another medium, 3/4 into the song, we'll listen to the whole song, but the part 3/4 into the song is the part we're talking about. It's a very intricate rhythmic
Encore.
part that
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Definitely, probably between that and the final lick, the second to last measure, was also I think one of the hardest. There's another part early. I mean, this whole song was like difficult. But there's
Sorry.
I mean, I loved it though.
I'm sorry.
Da, 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 boom, ba, 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 ba,
That's the
ba,
first
ba.
metric modulation.
Yeah. That metric modulation there that happened. That was
Where
pretty
the
tricky to
dotted
get
eighth
down.
becomes the eighth.
Yep.
Right.
That was a very tricky part to get to as well.
And then
I was
Rito might have
exposed-
been the most logistically difficult.
Yeah. I was
Yeah,
exposed
that's
to a lot of
true.
Elliott Carter music when I was in college.
Yeah.
So that's where all those metric modulations came from.
Nice.
Shout out to
I-
anybody who's ever played any of the 8 solos for 4 timpani.
Oh my god.
Just me? Okay.
Not I.
Nope.
Not I, said the John.
I said the John.
Awesome.
But yeah, that'll be it for tonight. Thank you guys for hanging out. Thanks for Brandon and Dan and Travis and Vin for all joining me here on stream.
Thanks for having us, man.
We didn't get a chance
more
to
time,
get Erica on stream, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But hopefully next time we do something like this, we can get the whole band on.
Yep.
Absolutely.
One more time, run down who we are. Erica, who's not here, our hand percussionist.
Yes.
Does all the things that are like small traps percussion, as well as bongos, congas, cajon if we ever need it, things like that.
Djembe,
I'm
shaky,
Travis.
castanets.
Shaker, yep. I'm Travis. I'm vibraphone, and on this EP, I did the drums.
I'll go.
Go for it. Yeah.
I'm Brandon. On this, I played guitar primarily, and I had some mandolin in there too. We'll go to Dan.
Go to Dan.
I'm just going clockwise.
Yeah.
I'm Dan. I played alto, tenor, sax, and vocals.
I'm John. If you guys don't know me, I'm John. So I played alto sax, soprano sax, and a little bit of vocals too on the track as well.
I'm Vin. I play the bass guitar as well as the upright bass, and as well as vocals.
Yeah.
And also in the band's periphery, we have Gabby on flute.
Yes, Gabby is off screen, but also part of the band.
Yeah.
And as last thing there too, all 5 of us on stream here were the arrangers for each of the songs. Brandon did Another Medium. Dan did Lower
Nope.
Brinstar.
Nope.
Travis did Another Medium. I'm so sorry.
Thank you.
I was literally about to go
Yeah, no,
clockwise again.
That's why I keep apologizing.
Yeah. So no, Travis did Rito Village. It was a whole thing.
Yeah.
It was a cover.
I can do Ocarina
Oh
of
my
Time. I
God.
can do anything.
No. So Travis did Another Medium. Dan did Lower Brinstar. Vin did Cosmo Canyon. Brandon did Rito Village, and then I did
Yes, he
DK Rap. Jungle Rap is what it's called. Jungle Rap.
Jungle Rap.
Yes.
Yeah.
There
Yeah.
you go. All the arrangements came out so fun and clean. Thank you. I appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Thanks,
Thank
brother.
you.
But if you're watching the YouTube chat, thank you so much. We're going to end the stream on YouTube, and then on Twitch, we're going to find somebody to raid. So goodbye,
No
YouTube.
Daniel Trejo.